Welcome to the Handout Data Options Trader, where we recap today's close, look at the futures, and scan our ETF watch list to spot opportunity. Doing a couple things different today. This is the ETF watch list that I use. It's the Broad 28, I call it. Gives you a broad range of all the ETF that are most liquid, optionable for the most part, and they're liquid and optional, easy to get in and out. And this is where I find the stocks. These are the watch lists that I look at. Today is Friday, November 18th, 2016. And this is recorded at 9:30 p.m. And the markets, they closed in the red today. I know they were in the green for the most part of the day, but the Dow was down 35 points. NASDAQ 12.5 and S&P 5.5. Looking into let's look at the watch list. We can look at USO, and the oil explorers were up. Natural gas was up almost 4%. That's good. Gold was down about 1%. Gold miners were down 1% as well. Silver's down. Energy sector was up a little bit. Utilities are down. Industrials are pretty much flat. Material sector is flat. Healthcare is down 1%. Real estate 0.25% up. Home builders about flat. Retail is down about 1%, and the financials were flat, ended up at 0. And S&P is flat. The Dow is down 0.5%. NASDAQ is down 0.25%, and the Russell is up 0.5%. Emerging markets are down almost 0.5%. Japan is down 1.5%. China was pretty flat. India was down 0.5%. Russia keeps coming up, about up 0.5%. Euro keeps dropping, down another over 1%. Sterling's down another 0.5%. I'm not sure what that translates. It's probably at like 124, 123.5. The dollar is up, and the VIX is down to $29. Let's look at the futures, and these are the future watch lists that I look at. It's pretty much the ES. Now this is the end of the day trading, just a few hours, and they're not moving anymore for the weekend. And it looks like everything was flat. The Russell's up slightly. Crude up slightly. Natural gas, look at like the energies are starting to pick up now that the snowy season's coming, I guess. Gold is down to 1207, so that's pretty low for gold. I'd like to see what the chart looks like. Silver's down 0.5%. Nikkei is down 0.5%, and the British pound is up to 123.4, which is way lower than I thought. The Mexican peso is dropping under a nickel. Just look at the charts. This is crude oil, and as you know from a couple days ago, I didn't make a video yesterday because I lost all my trend lines and everything. I should have saved them and I didn't. But this is crude, and it had a bounce up almost 2% today. And I always look at the 4-hour charts for the people that are looking for the first time. These are my buy signals. Looks like the buy signals first generated when crude was around $11 or 10.94. So right now, crude on average volume, or you can say average to low volume, actually, this is what it did today. Just went up. So it's up at almost 2% on low volume, which is fairly weak. I drew a channel here to make sure it doesn't break. These are fibs for the Fibonacci, and it's past the 28.3 23%. So as long as it stays above the 23%, call this bullish. And if it does travel up here, then we'll turn a signal. But it's really gotta go past the 1068 to actually be on a bullish trend. There's oil explorers. We had a short on it. It's actually above this trend line, so it's one trend line that stayed. We're still short on it, and I like to short it again on next week. Natural gas, we are long on it, and it's coming up, and I'd like to put in a new trend line or channel just to give us some guidance of what type of action it's doing. This is the type of action it's doing, so it's right in the middle of the channel. And we keep going to get through all of them. Gold had a big drop today. I call it a big drop, but it was only a 1%. Had a buy signal here. So like I did before, we said that gold had to stay in this range, and it actually broke this range. So if it doesn't come up back into this range, then I think gold is going to be a buy. So at 1,200 bucks, gold is definitely a speculative buy. Okay, I'll take a $10 loss on that one, but at a 1,200 support level, I'd like to take that. Gold miners move pretty good, but they're just in the middle of the channel. If I'd hate to see them come down, but since this is trading, not investing, gold miners, I'm gonna go long on gold miners for next week. Silver, big buy signal here, so that's definitely a buy for me, and I'm not afraid to get into the precious metals, especially as equity is so high. Energy sector, expect that to come down. We have a sell on that. Utilities, they're kind of very weak. I'd like to go short on them, especially with this type of small volume here, and we gotta draw that out for sure. Look at the type of volume that it did. So it's down all that volume because of that. It's very low. No love for that. Industrial sector, we're short a call until we're long a put until next week. These are material sector, and materials are still above its 20-day moving average, so I think I have a long on there. Not sure. We're going short on healthcare for a while. Looking at this, we're looking at this support level here. Looking to trade it back into this range. The real estate sector is kind of building this reverse head and shoulders. I like to go long, but I like to see it break this, start moving on a bullish trend. Home builders were short and actually gave a big pop. It closed pretty much flat, but we're short home builders. Retailers were short going into the holidays. Financials were short, not making this look good there. The S&P, we're definitely going to be short on the S&P. Actually, I'm not going to short the S&P yet because I'm already short the Dow and the Russell, I believe. Qs and kind of have a condor there. Yep, the Russells, see, they kind of getting really overbought at this section. So here I'm going to put another sell on a Friday sell. Emerging markets, I'm not going to get through all the symbols today. They're on that trend line, and I missed the recording yesterday. And thanks for watching today. I'm just clicking through. China, we're long. India, we're long. Russia, we're long even though we don't want it. Thanks for watching. See you next week.